truth about the Ashtiname letter to Christians. You've probably seen it online, a letter supposedly written by Prophet Muhammad to Christians, promising them protection, freedom of worship, and safety for their churches and monasteries. It's often called the Ashtiname, or the Covenant with the Christians, and it's claimed to be preserved in the Topkapı Palace Museum in Istanbul. But how much of this story holds up historically? According to tradition, around 628 CE, Muhammad granted this charter to the Christian monks of St. Catherine's Monastery at Mount Sinai. The document promises that Christians are under Muslim protection, that no one should destroy their churches or force them to fight, that their monks and judges should not be removed, and that there should be no compulsion in religion. It states the covenant is binding until the day of judgment. The most famous line is, "Christians are my citizens. I hold out against anything that displeases them." The story goes that in 1517, Ottoman Sultan Selim I took the original document to Istanbul's Topkapı Palace collection and left an authenticated copy with the monastery. However, most modern historians are skeptical this is an authentic 7th century document from Muhammad. It goes unmentioned in early Islamic sources, not in major hadith collections or 8th and 9th century histories. Similar documents appear only centuries later. The physical copies connected to Topkapı and the monastery are Ottoman-era or later. Scholars note anachronisms in language and legal style reflecting later practices, not the 7th century. Historians such as Gabriel Seid Reynolds and Bernhard Moritz conclude that documents like this were likely created by Christian communities under Muslim rule. They served as protective charters, appealing to the Prophet's authority to secure safety, tax exemptions, and rights to maintain churches and monasteries. Many scholars therefore view the Ashtiname as a later pious document or strategic charter rather than a genuine letter from Muhammad himself. That said, not everyone agrees. Some scholars, particularly John Andrew Morrow, argue it has strong chains of transmission and was accepted by Ottoman authorities, including Sultan Selim I's scholars, as its message aligns with certain Quranic principles toward people of the book. So while the Ashtiname is a powerful symbol of religious tolerance in Islamic tradition, historical evidence suggests it is probably a later creation. It is used now as a form of taqiyya, but this is an obvious contradiction to Muhammad's teachings of hate and intolerance toward the people of the book, Jews and Christians, and even greater intolerance toward polytheists and atheists. Keep in mind, too, that Muhammad couldn't read or write.